your support for y'all, but for mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of stuff we got to do around this city. When we drove in, we looked right there to our right, and we see a place that I remember a long time ago used to be thriving. It was a business. People were there, and now they're dumping in that place. That don't make no sense. Somebody's got to do something about that. And everyday people shouldn't be treated like they're not a part of this community. So we want to make sure that you got a mayor who's paying attention to the things that's going on with everyday people, that's paying attention to the stuff that's happening in places like Presidential Hills, that's happening in Sub 2, that's happening in South Jackson. And so you need a mayor that's going to speak for you. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that Tony Yarber is that mayor for you. We need you to show up on April 8th like you've never shown up before. Let me tell you what folks are counting on. They counting on you not showing up at the polls and voting. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing in April. We need you to show up at the polls, and we don't just need you to show up. We need you to show out. We need you to show out for Tony Yarber. And then after April 8th, we don't need you to stop there. We need you to show up on April 9th, on April 10th, April 11th, April 12th. Why? Because we understand that it doesn't just stop with one man. It stops and starts with all of you. We need your support. We need you getting busy and engaged in your communities so that we can let folks know that you can't jump in our neighborhood and leave out. Because 9 times out of 10, the people that's doing it, they don't even live out here.
All right.
They drive in, they leave their junk, and then they leave. But we're going to be sure that we're doing the kinds of things that it takes that stops that. How many of y'all know that the city, on the city council, we just paid for some equipment that where that kind of stuff is happening, we can set up a surveillance camera. And we can see who's doing that stuff, read their tag, and then go find them and prosecute them. And it ain't new. It's something that we could have been doing. But you need the kind of leadership that's going to push that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Yarber. We everyday people. Don't believe what you heard. We're here to serve you. Give yourselves a hand for being here. April 8th. Show up. Show out. God bless y'all.